Welcome back to Beyond the Bling, weekend hacks for gemstone lovers. Today we are getting into the world of one of the most coveted gems on Earth as we explore how to buy a ruby with essential tips and tricks. Rubies are a popular gemstone, but they can be incredibly difficult to value if you don't know the specific factors that drive their price. In this guide, we will teach you an important lesson on how to identify a top-quality ruby before you ever open your wallet. Before we get to the shopping, what exactly is a ruby? Rubies are the red variety of the mineral corundum. In fact, if a corundum crystal is any color other than red, it's a sapphire. This red hue comes from the presence of chromium. Historically, rubies have represented power and passion, and because they rank a 9 on the Mohs scale of hardness, they are perfect for everyday jewelry. Imagine this scenario. You are in Thailand at a ruby dealer's stand. You find a 2.1 carat specimen that has a few inclusions on the side but is clean in the middle. The dealer claims it is a fine, pigeon blood red with an SI1 clarity grade. He is asking for $750 per carat. It sounds like a dream, but he doesn't have a GIA report. How do you know if you're getting a deal? So, is $750 per carat a bargain or a red flag? The answer depends entirely on color. If the stone truly has fine pigeon blood color, that price would be extraordinarily low, almost too good to be true. But if the color falls into the fair category or leans pinkish red, then $750 per carat is simply market price, not a steal. The difference between an incredible deal and an average purchase comes down to subtle shifts in hue and saturation. You start your investigation. You check the stone with a Chelsea filter, and it gives a red reaction, a good sign. Your gut tells you the SI1 clarity grade is accurate, but you need to be careful with the color. Color is the single most important factor in gemstone value. When you research pricing, you'll notice a significant gap. Rubies of this size and clarity can sell for $2,600 to $6,900 per carat if the color is graded as good. However, if the color is only considered fair, the price drops dramatically to between $750 and $1,500 per carat. Here is a little-known fact. Many stones sold as rubies are actually pink sapphires. There is a very thin line between a pinkish-red ruby and a pink sapphire. There's a joke in the trade that the difference between a ruby and a pink sapphire depends on whether you are buying or selling. If you're buying, it's a pink sapphire. If you're selling, it's a ruby. No matter what, if the stone you're looking at shows a pinkish-red hue instead of a pure red hue, its value plummets. In fact, a pink sapphire with SI1 clarity would be very tough to sell later. To avoid a costly mistake, here are 2 pro tips for your next negotiation. First, always take a color masterstone with you when you go shopping. Our human eyes are actually quite poor at color recognition when we don't have a reference for comparison. If you don't have an expensive masterstone, you can even use a cheap synthetic ruby for this purpose. Second, remember that you cannot determine a gem's value without accurately judging its color. With high-priced gems like rubies, a tiny, subtle difference in shade can make a tremendous difference in what you should pay. If that stone in Thailand were a pure red Burmese ruby, it would be a prize, but as a pinkish red stone, it's a much riskier investment. Buying the perfect ruby is all about patience and a keen eye for color. If you enjoyed these hacks, make sure to like the video, share it with your friends, and subscribe to the International Gem Society for more incredible insights. Thank you so much for watching. Keep on sparkling!